Bellinger, a lifelong resident of the Tughill Plateau, has had many experiences with the paranormal. One of her earlier experiences included a little help from an Ouija board.
I used one back in would have been in 1960, I don't know, the early 1960s. We used a Ouija board one night. A bunch of us kids, we were going to a school dance, but we had to drive to the school dance. We kept asking if we were going to dance with anybody, were we going to have a good time? And the Ouija board wouldn't answer us. And so we would ask other questions, but we'd always swing back about, what was going to happen at this dance and were we going to have fun and who were we going to dance with. Still wouldn't answer our questions. We never made it to the dance that night. We got in a car accident in Potter's Corners, and we never made it to the dance. So we just assumed that the reason the Ouija board didn't answer is because we were never gonna attend the dance, and we never did, and we have never touched it since.
When Mary went off to college, paranormal activity would continue to follow her. There, she would participate in a seance that today she still does not fully understand.
When I was in college, we also had a seance in an apartment that we were in, and we had two of them. I wasn't afraid the first time. The second time I was really afraid, and I swore that I would never do it again, and I haven't been to one. I will never attend another one because it scared the daylights right out of me, and I won't. You have to be open to it. If you are dead set against, there is no such thing. It will not happen. It will not happen. If there's one person, even if you sat here and you didn't say to me, I don't believe in this, you wouldn't have to say it to me. When the people are sitting at the table, it will not happen. It just won't happen. You are not allowed to wear anything, no miraculous medals, no, nothing religious can be in the room. So sometimes it really does make you wonder if it isn't tampering with something that's not supposed to be, but then again, it's all the things that you've learned and acquired as you're growing up, I guess.
Could you describe the first seance that you went through?
The first one happened, there were I think 6 of us sitting at the table. We had you have a candle that sits in the center of the room. It's really true, the room does become cold. The candlelight flickers, it gets really big, and then it drops down. You can feel the temperature in the room change. The person that was our medium, voice changed. It became that of a deep, it sounded like a man. It became really, really deep. And she started asking, or he or she, whoever the person was, it was a female that was the medium, but she started asking questions about things to each one of us that we knew that she had no clue of knowing. There was no way that this girl knew anything. I think that pulled us in even more. She was asking questions of each and every one of us.
Personal questions.
Personal questions that no one else at the table would have known. So then you begin to really wonder, who is this person that's coming through? Then there was 2 people that were sitting at our table who had lost their mother. At the very beginning of our school year, she had died of cancer. And she asked, or the medium asked, that they come and sit next to her. And they did. And while she was talking to the girl, the medium put her hand on this girl's wrist. And she started to cry. When she would go visit her mother in the hospital, that was the exact way her mother used to hold on to her. Instead of holding her hand, she used to put her hand on her wrist. She put her hand on the son's elbow. None of us knew that. I mean, we all knew that the mother had died, but we didn't know any of the details because the kids never talked about it. So they started crying. Just as they started crying, I saw the mother walk through the room and out the door.
Just you saw it?
No, they saw it too. So everybody started crying then. Then shortly after that, there was a scream in the room and a loud thump, and we had a one solid wall on the side that was yellow. There was a little tiny handprint of a woman and a great big footprint of a man. None of us understood what happened, so we just kept asking questions, and the medium said, that there was a picture of this young girl's, the handprint that was on the wall, and the medium told us where to go to find out about it. So we sent one of the roommates to this house where they told us to go, and there's a picture of a young girl on the wall in a green velvet dress. This girl was raped by the Ku Klux Klan. The footprint is the boyfriend who was trying to prevent it coming off the roof, trying to save the young girl from the Ku Klux Klan, and none of us knew that either. So, but we found out later what had happened. They even told us what the girl's name was, and I can't remember because it scared me so that, and we tried and tried and tried for days to scrub the hand and the footprint off the wall, and we could not get it off. And we even asked people to come in because we couldn't believe that this hand and footprint were on our wall. And then when the hand and footprint were gone, we asked the people to come back again, just to see that we didn't put it on. All of us slept together that night now.
But one experience that Mary Bellinger was best known for is the ghostly apparition that she saw on a cold, rainy night on Route 177.
See her that day, I was not afraid. She actually looked just like a regular person walking down the road, so I slowed up because I thought she needed a ride, and it was raining out. And I slowed up to ask her if she wanted to go somewhere, but then I decided, well, she was going in the opposite direction I was, and there was a house right there, so I thought maybe she would go in to see if, if she could get out of the rain. It was after I got by her that I realized I could see through her. I could, she looked like a Puritan lady. She had on a white, well, I say a white blouse because ghosts don't have color, but all I could think of was a Puritan that had a white blouse on with a dark colored skirt. She probably had shoulder length hair, maybe to her chin, and it was, I can't remember now if it was curled under or curled up, but all I could remember is that I could see through her. The young lady that was with me also saw her at the same time I did, and we both looked at each other and said, could you see through her at the same time? And we laughed about it because maybe 2.5 hours after I had gone downtown, when I came back, she was still walking down the road, and I wasn't quite sure of what was going on. Somebody said to me I should have asked her, stopped and asked her what she was looking for. But by the time I saw her the second time, I was a little bit leery because I wasn't really sure why I had seen her, whether maybe she did want to know something, and I didn't ask. Then I kind of got a little bit nervous, and I had a rosary with me, so I started saying the rosary because I wasn't sure what I was really supposed to be doing or what my role in it was and why I saw her and why nobody else has seen her. Later, that the lady that lives in the house right where we were had been hearing noises in her house for a good number of years. In the length of time that they lived there, their children also were moved out. There was no one there but her and her husband, but they could always hear doors shut upstairs, and they could hear people walking around. Whether that's where she came from or whether she knew somebody there, I don't know. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't really afraid because it wasn't the first time I had seen a ghost. The only thing is that this time I had proof because the lady that was with me also saw her. The lady walking down the road must have a reason why she keeps doing it. But we just don't know why because we don't understand the hereafter. So, I mean, some people believe in it, other people do not. My feeling is that there is another level above us, even though I'm religious, don't get me wrong, and most religions don't believe in that, but I believe that all the people that have gone before us are here with us. They're just on a different dimension than we are, so therefore they can't always communicate.
Millions of spiritual creatures walk the earth, unseen, both when we wake and when we sleep. And that